Your name's Crimson Ephraim. You baited me. I thought I was gonna check out cool Ephraim. But to be fair, I'm a huge fan of Tharja. There's something about crazy girls wearing skimpy outfits and having a great sense of humor. Oh, +7. +7 flowers, 43 speed. That's what you want. Always go for speed Tharja. For characters like that use Bladetomes, always go for high output damage. You already have high output damage, I mean, so you want to always make sure you can attack twice, which is why 3 speed. Going for speed is much more important. High HP, 45 HP, 51 attack, 43 speed, 28 defense, 25 res, which has always been really good bulk-wise, and I actually prefer having high HP nowadays over having high defense or res, because you can try and get yourself off of those low keys, off of low-key, Aversa, basically all those HP threshold. 45 still gets caught a lot of time, but if you just do some damage on them, it works out a lot better. You don't have to worry as much. Hell, if you're like Bolt Tower can take down Aversa, just do 10 damage on Aversa, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, having a Bladetome that can function just from waiting for 3 turns would be excellent ether rates. But yeah, Sergio?
As they min-max heroes more and more, I assume that they're probably going to have lower and lower HP over time.
Yes.
So I guess that could be like the next step in the meta. For older units, they can take advantage more of Panic Ploy and such. It'll be a lot easier to deal with all these really min-maxed heroes.
Yeah, if they should put more skills out there to target low HP, and then they should just make more low HP heroes. The dynamic of the game has gotten really stale because of the focus on armor. They're focusing more on flowers recently. At least that's what I feel like. At least but infantry is getting virtually no love at this point. Anyways,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Going through this, Brazen Attack speed, I really think you probably don't need the speed portion anymore. Because if you're doing Tharja's Hex, you already have her buffed for speed, don't you? Most people have her in a Bladetome team, and in a Bladetome team, attack and speed is always the 2 primary buffs. Attack first, of course, and then speed. So if you have any kind of speed buff, 47 speed, just from Hone speed, you probably have much more than that. You're probably at 50 speed already, and then you get 57. That's kind of overkill, but I also kind of understand it from the fact that you have Linus, and well, it's super available as a result, so it's fine. Extra attack does help, but personally, my view on this is not to go for Brazen Attack speed. Fury Desperation is so simple, but it's so effective, because if you can just double, you kill them anyways. You don't really have to worry about killing them one shot. But that's what you have yourself set up to, because you have Special Spiral, Brazen Attack speed, and then you drop, if you use Glimmer one time, not hard at all, you'll just have instant Glimmers, and with the sheer amount of damage, and Glimmer making it even higher, makes sense, but you don't need to go for one-shot kills when you have that speed. On Attack Wave, Odd Attack Wave, it's kind of like Nino then. If Nino used Odd Attack Wave, she would just constantly have +6 attack. And that's also a thing. Tharja's Hex, you already have... as long as you have 1 speed point higher than your opponent, you no longer have to worry about doubling. So Brazen Attack.
That's why I think that Attack Tharja might actually be better.
Yeah.
Because you constantly debuff them, they can't do anything about it.
Right. Because if you use Fury as their A skill, hell, Fury 4 Tharja, jeez, would not be a bad idea. You would probably need Fury 4. It would still take like 2 shots to get you into Desperation, but that's super standard. I understand you trying something else different, but yeah. With Tharja's Hex, that speed is just overkill. Otherwise, it is really good. I mean, this build obviously works really well, so.
She actually has good bulk with her weapon, too, so I think she actually can make use of Close Counter.
Huh, yeah.
And you could do something like Close Counter, Vantage, and then double smokes.
Yeah, you're right, because Tharja's Hex drops her there's attack by 4, and her defense and res isn't bad at all. I mean, it's not great, but with her HP, she can definitely take the hits.
Oh, yeah, he has Close Counter on her.
Oh, we passed it. Yeah, Fury. Honestly, I think Brazen attack speed is just overkill. You don't need more damage, and you don't need more speed, so thus it's not really necessary.
Yeah, after I saw her refine, I pretty much immediately made a Tharja, because I thought it was just very, very good, very creative.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I've been theory crafting, just close counter, Vanish, and double smoke. And I'm not sure how well it works out yet, because I don't have the fodder for it, but it sounds like it could actually be pretty deadly.
Mm-hmm. Just relating this back to Nino, because it's the same concept, virtually the same concept, outside of the Tome special effect being different. Personally, I've really struggled to see a better build for Nino at this point, or Tharja, or any, well, not any Bladetome hero. I think Odin, the build you did for Odin would make perfect sense. Odin's going to struggle to double. He's not going to double. Odin can, however, get that one-shot kill, even though Tharja would still do it better, because she has more attack anyways. In a case like him, it would make much more sense to do what you're doing, where you have an instant special get the kill. But yeah, for Nino and Tharja, who are naturally really quick, Fury Desperation, because if you don't kill them in one shot, you're definitely killing them in the second shot. And when you have Ari's Tome, or in Tharja's case, her Hex, you're going to flatten them. Color disadvantage doesn't even really exist when you have enough Bladetome buffs. You can just flatten like any kind of defense. At least that's how I view it. For me, I still think for fast Bladetome heroes, Fury Desperation, Flashing Blade is just such a great combination. Because I attack, assuming they can counterattack. Okay, I get hit, and then I attack, and they should be dead. At that point, I have Ether ready for next battle, so I can just nuke the next battle. And if they can't counterattack, I attack them twice, they're dead. And for next battle, I attack, they attack, and I just nuke them to Ether. Again, it just makes so much more sense in my opinion. To go for a build like this. And of course, getting to Desperation is super important. But for Nino, I really think her best buff her best C skill just might be Odd Attack Wave. But that's kind of expensive because it's from Ishtar.
The only issue that I have with that idea is that I guess it doesn't matter as much for Nino, but normally you take up 2 slots just to get +6 to yourself every turn.
Yes.
When you could normally just do that with an attack tactic or something like that with 1 slot.
Right, and you're absolutely correct. If you intend to use Nino in a team, that's probably completely unnecessary. But I do like this idea because Nino not only buffs herself, she buffs her allies constantly. You basically have Hone Attack 4, right? If you just have if you have Ari's Tome and Odd Attack Wave.
Almost, yeah. Hone Attack 4 is +7, but it's basically the same thing.
Yep. So I don't know.
Also good support for Arena.
Good support for
Arena. Once Tharja gets red dual infantry, she could also be pretty good support for Arena with her
Tome. She just has to be near the battle, yeah. That's really good. Anyways, those are my theories on Bladetome Heroes. I'm a big subscriber to just making sure you double, and unless you really need to get that kill in one shot. Current Bladetome Heroes are WT Owen, of course Nino, of course Tharja, Odin, Tail 2 does. I'm only looking at special tomes, by the way. Is it just those 4?
I think so. That was kind of like untouched territory, because we didn't know if they're going to do legendary Bladetomes for a long time, because it was like overpowered, but I guess now we have 4 of them.
4 of them,
3
right.
of them, however many.
Okay, then what I'm saying doesn't really count, because virtually all Owen is pretty quick. Nino's pretty quick, well, really quick. Tharja's just about as quick. The only character you would really want to go for that one-shot Bladetome kill in is Odin, and that's because he has to. Everybody else has much better options.
I have doubts that he can do it even with max buffs. Because he has like, what, 22, 23 base attack?
Yeah, he's not even realistically hitting 40-something attack. It's just such a struggle. And then you have to get into brazen percentage, but the danger of that is that he doesn't have the speed. He kind of has the bulk, kind of, but he doesn't really have the speed. So he might die.
It's like what, 25 defenses?
Yeah.
Or more than that, maybe.
Right. So...
I don't know, but he's good at what he does, which is link support.
Yeah, link support. That's what he has to rely on. But yeah, again, I really think Nino, Tharja are just perfect. Actually, Owen is perfect too, because Hone Cav, you just need one supporting hero for Owen. Hone Cav, 6 attack, 6 speed. She's already hitting like a boss. Nino, you run Legendary Azura or PA Azura or Flying Olivia. What's her real name again?
I don't remember.
But basically, having Legendary Azura is good enough. Attack Tactic, and just thanks to her Tome's abilities. And then PA Azura for just buffing, and then that's +3 to everything. So yeah, they're really easy to set up. There's also characters like Seth and Titania, which also works really well for infantry. So yeah, you probably don't need odd attack wave on Nino or anything, but she could be self-sufficient.
I guess for maybe Aether raids.
But the thing with Nino is that she's so quick naturally, she wouldn't really need the extra speed element. And the extra 6 attack would also provide 6 extra damage. So on her own, she could be a really formidable force if you give her all attack wave.
I mean, you can, but I don't know. It didn't seem like it's completely necessary to me.
It is not necessary. You're right. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Bladetomes.